Fishing! 15 now?
Yep, please Andy.
Right, you can draw me player.
We'll try.
Exactly 15.
15 all in. 10 wild free, winner in 2 sections to default.
Yep, boy.
Right.
I don't think we're doing much winning with that gear.
The bag of dreams.
Right, come on now. Come on, mate. Pick 3.
13. Top left corner.
Top left corner. Which one have better parking in?
Far car park, walk up left hand
Is
side.
that what me and Jane on?
No, keep going. First one round the corner.
Is it like that?
Alright.
Okay then, you lovely lot, I've proper been looking forward to this for ages. So cast your minds back to September, October time when me and Jay did the £500 match. I was the victor and we're doing the match today to get rid of the gear. I proper can't wait. We're at the beautiful Old Hough Fisheries where I've jumped on a midweek Tuesday match, silvers only. I don't know if we're going to struggle or not, so I've had to buy some more gear, which I'll talk you through later on, you know, just to sort of like cope for winter fishing because it's blooming freezing. It's like probably 2-3 degrees at the absolute most, but there's loads of roach in here, so I thought we'll come here, definitely get a few bites. Whether we're going to do any good in the match or not, fingers crossed we should do. But this is what it's all about. This is what we want to get across, that you don't have to spend a fortune and you can go and compete in these matches. So let me run you through the rigs. I've only got 2 top kits set up. It's basically perfect in that it's pretty much, what's that, 4.5, getting on for 5 foot deep from like a top kit and one on all the way out to like 30 metres. So basically I've got a positive rig for fishing on the bottom, long and short. It's a 414s, it's an F1 maggot. This is my original float that I bought in the first job lot. I've had to buy some more line now, some main line. It's got 0.14 main line on, got 2 number 8s back shots. And the other thing I've had to do as well, folks, is changing my elastic. I think the lightest elastic I had in that other setup was like a 15s. I think we may be bumping a few fish on 15s, so I've put single 6s slip through. So, nice slim pole float. And then, we get down to the business end, we've got, oh, that feels a bit squishy, we're all right. We've got a series of 6 number 8 stots there, and then we've got 2 number 9 stots, so nice and positive. Quite a few skimmers in here, lots and lots of roach, a few big perch, loads of carp, loads of F1s, as you'll know, big max at Old Hough. Me and Jay have done quite a bit of filming on here, so there's some great big wobbly things in. And I've not actually tied hooks for this, I've gone out, got myself some hooks as well. These are the Guru pre-tied, sorry, the Richard's hooks. He's looking at me funny. Sorry, Rich, I promise I'll give them you back. These are the pre-tied 0.11 18s F1 pellets. 6 inch, I'm not even bothered blooming shortening or anything. I've just put, which I can't stand doing, I've just put a shot on the hook length there, so it's roughly like 4 or 5 inches away. So that's the setup I'm going to use long to start. No, I'm not going to start from this, I'll start off on the other one, but I'm going to use it long when I get them rocking up, hopefully, and short later on. Just spat everywhere then, do apologise, and short later on over me casters. And the next rig, I went out and got this float especially for you. It's an F1 fine, 412s, exactly the same main line. The other thing I didn't touch on that rig as well was I've got like a good 2.5 foot pole tip to float, dead important, just because it's fairly clear, and obviously silvers, keep the pole tip away. Single 6s elastic again, and then coming down the rig, I've got the ever faithful, honestly, I can't go anywhere and not fish this way anymore. You're getting these in, Rich, they're like the tapered shot in, it's just like ridiculous, changed my fishing completely. So what we've got on there is, again, exactly the same up length, 0.11 18s, and we've got a 11 stot, 11 stot, 11 stot, and then we've got 2 10s, and then we've got a little bulk of 9s. Just so you're getting that like kick out, and then it's just coming through the water nice and natural. That's what I'll be starting on. I'm gonna put, where's my ground bait? My ground bait, hang on, let me get the ground bait, folks. Look at all this lovely lot in here. So I've gone out and bought a bag of F1 Dark and Thatchers as well, mixed them both together, really overweight. I'm going to be putting in sort of couple of bowls like that. One I'll make into a bowl, the other one I'll just have dead loose. They'll go in at sort of 11 metres to start with, a few pinkies, a few maggots in. I'm going to see what the response is. I'm going to start off long, then I'll start loose feeding, and then I'm going to start putting lots and lots of portions of casters in short for all them grab big perches and hopefully grab big skimmers. So yeah, wish me luck, folks. I don't know if we'll need it. As I said, we're going to get loads of bites and we're in a decentish area. So yeah, we're just going to catch loads of fish and smash everyone to bits on £500 worth of gear. Yeah! Go on, the fishes. Are we going, Rich? So we've got about a tangerine sized bowl with a dozen disco pinkies in, dozen maggots and a dozen casters. So I'm going to put that bowl in first out long, and I'm going to come back and put a loose ball in. I'm going to drop it a little bit shorter from where I'm fishing, about there. Now, the reason I've gone to 11 is because it's only a 13 metre pole. As them fish back off, that's why I can chase them with 13. I didn't want to, normally I'd want to go to 13, but I'm not doing. So this one is going in loose. Yeah, literally just loose ground bait. A few more pinkies, hardly any. A few more magpies. Yeah, go on the magpies! Right excited, folks, proper. I'm put this one a little bit right on where I'm fishing. I'm using the point of the island. Oh no, I'm not twisted the pot on right, it's coming apart. Oh dear. I think it's your pot as well, Richard, isn't it? Oh no. Richard, you could have warned me. Alright, so that's that out there, and then short, I'm going to put a few casters in. What's that? 20 casters with a bit of straw. And then just a few magpies. I'm going to put a tiny little bit of ground bait in short as well. Again, just loose. I don't want to be fishing this for good, at least an hour. Put that in there, but what I want to do is put plenty of loose feed in. Look at that, go on, go on. So what I'll be doing, I'll be starting to loose feed that, but then I'm going to give it, say, at least an hour. Right, we're ready. Come on then. So, go with a strung out rig. Move that out of the way. And go with side up magpie. You want a side up magpie? Can't believe I'm using blooming 11. Look it out to the side. Let's see what the response is. I'm going to loose feed straight away out there as well. Go on, you lovely lot. So we are an hour into it, and it's bar chuck at the minute, folks. It's proper fishing, loving it. Not had anything decent, just little body roach. I think the biggest one I've had is probably 2 ounce, but it's been one a chuck since about sort of, I'd say 10 minutes in. I'm not even changing maggots either. Not doing it, it's going straight in. So we started on the dead light through the watery one, the tapered rig. Started missing a few bites, but I wasn't getting anything through the water. Everything was on the bottom. So I've gone over to the positive one, 4 14s, 2 droppers. I've moved one of the droppers even closer to me, like about 3 inches away, because the bites are horrendous. And it's been all roach. There's the odd bonus fish coming out. He's probably got one, a big skimmer, £2 next to me. Seen Andy Dyson have a few nice skimmers. Just seen Lewis have his first decent one, who's opposite me. But But yeah, no, I'm happy with how it's going, getting bite chuck. I don't know, what would I be doing different if I had all my setup? I don't know if I'd be doing anything different, to be fair. I'm proper enjoying it. Poles are lovely, the elastics working a treat. I've not bumped any. Missing the odd bite, but that's just fish through the water. So what I'm doing is feeding every 3 fish. I've got a lot of fish there, so I don't need to attract any fish. I've not put any more ground bait in since the start either. So every 3 or 4 fish, I'm just giving them like probably 30 maggots, something like that. Just try and keep them on the bottom, because when they start coming off the bottom, these size of fish, these little babby ones like that, it would be a nightmare for liners and to hit and everything like that. So keeping them on the bottom. I'm not sure whether that ground bait's made a blind bit of difference yet, I don't know. Dyson's got another one, another nice skimmer there, so there's a few skimmers starting to show. Convinced they'll be over. Don't seem to be loose feeding like I've been. I'm probably just fishing ground bait out, so I might try that in a bit. I've not done anything with this short line yet. I've been loose feeding it about every sort of 3 to 5 minutes with 15 to 20 casters double feeding it. I mean, I did think it'd be a bit of a fish race today. I wasn't sure there'd be that many bonus fish showing, but as I say, Andy's probably had 4 skimmers now, sort of 6 to 10 ounce. And this lad next to me's had like a great big one, about 2.5, so going well though. Getting a bite of chuck, and I am boiling. I'm proper roasting with all this gear on. I wish I'd have taken some off, to be fair. Next step, I think my next step will be I'm going to put some ground bait in and then just go straight on it and see what happens. Although it's nice to get a bite of chuck, I want to start getting into these bonus fish. I'm going to give it at least 2 hours before I try it short. I've seen a few people try it short and none of them have caught anything on it yet, so see what I mean? I'm getting bites through the water just off that feed before. That's why I'm not feeding all the time. Possibly changing to casters out there, I don't know, but with the noise factor, I think that'll draw even more fish in, you know, sort of up in the water. Oh, see, that was a liner then. So I think my next step out there, although I don't really need to do it, I want to see if it'll make a difference, will be to put some ground bait in and just get straight on it. It's unfortunate that I can put another section on and go further past it if it's not, you know, if it ruins it, but I can't see it ruining it, to be fair. There's that many fish there and they're going to use the ground bait. I've not tried double maggot or anything like that yet, because roach fishing, there can be an absolute nightmare for overfolding your bait. Double maggot can be a nightmare, especially on a smaller hook. I've not got any blooming 16s, I've only got them 18s. Maggot and a pinky, as you know, I love that. I'll probably try that in a bit. But hopefully them bigger fish will be on this caster line short. Oops, I missed that then. You're getting the odd like 2 ouncer, 2-3 ouncer. You can get a string of them going on a chuck, that'll be. So you like that size, like 2 ounce, nice dumpy roaches. You can get a few of them going. That's the first one I've had to use the Discordia on as well. You alright, Rich? Alright, mate. Have you heard him, folks? Got a blooming cameraman giving me stick now. Bent me hook on that one, I know, Rich. So yeah, no, well happy with how it's going. Looking round, you know, everyone's getting a few fish, but they don't seem to be loose feeding like I am. So they're just obviously sitting it out on a pile of bait and waiting for the bigger ones. I don't know. It's not for me, that. You know, I'll do that on my short line, you know, prime that, but not on that line out there. I can't do it. Just can't do it. I want to be busy. I want to be catching. And I'm convinced, certainly with the likes of big perch in here, all that flashing and commotion off the roach will draw the bigger perch in. I've already seen a perch nail a few roach on that floating island, so there's definitely in the vicinity. So I mean, two sort of like 4 ounces, 2 2 ounces there for 4 ounce. You know what I mean? So you can get a run of them going. More than happy. So I'm going to catch another 2 and then feed it again. So it's just getting into rhythm. He was going to press stop then, folks. How dare he? I'll allow you to press stop now, Richard. So I'm going to put some more ground bait in. Put a few casters in this time and not put any pinkies in. So that's the loose offerings I've got. I'm going to tighten it up as well, because Rich gave me a duff cup. And I'm going to make like quite a bit of a Bit of a bone, good at it. A bit of a squeeze that one so it goes straight down. I say I can't see it making a difference, to be fair. We'll soon find out, folks, won't we? We'll soon find out. And I'm going to put it right on where I'm fishing as well. Because I'm laying the rig and I'm flicking it out anyway, so. Come on, the skimmies. So that's what they all seem to be doing, and obviously, I think this is about the third one of these, so you get to know the venue, and if that's the way to target the bigger ones, then that's what we've got to do. So, you lovely lot, we are halfway through and it's slowed down quite a bit, to be fair, but I think that's more to do with how I've, decided to sort of take my match, if you like. Noticed quite a few skimmers and odd bigger fish getting caught, so what I've done out long, I've gone a section further out and I've put 3 big balls in, sort of like 4 big pots, pinkies and casters and all that, and I'm not really feeding nowhere near as much. I've come onto this short line and the roach seemed to be a little bit better, but it's nowhere near as quick, and I've just had a perch, probably about getting on for £1, I'd say, which was lovely. And I've also had a couple of skimmers on that long line over that ground bait, so bites nowhere near as quick, and the roach just seemed to be a little bit bigger short, so I'm not going to persevere with how I was fishing out long. I'm just going to keep resting it and then just go and keep checking it every now and again, see if there's skimmies on it. How I was before, I wouldn't say I lose, but I was getting loads of bites and what have you, but that loose feeding definitely bringing all them little baby roach in. So on the short line I'm putting sort of 20 odd casters in, just fishing a single red maggot on the hook, but I've not had many tiny roach on this one. They've all been sort of like 2 and 3 ounce things, and obviously that perch. Out long, I'll go in, I'll get 2 little roach, and then it'll go quiet and I'll get a odd, sort of bonus fish. I've only tried it the once when I had them 2 skimmers, but I'll go out and try it again in a bit. But it's nice now, you know what I mean? It's proper calmed down. There's a few people catching, everyone's still getting odd bites and that. But the beauty of it, I don't think anyone's like walking away with it, so a few bonus fish in this last half of the match, and I think we'll be doing all right. We're still getting a little dinky bite and what have you. That slow foley rig, the tapered one's been by far the best one. That bulky droppers one has just been a little bit too positive. This fish, certainly the better roach, well, I said better roach, they're like blooming 2 ounce folks, you know what I mean? They're definitely watching it as it's falling through the water. So, yeah, not cut out the loose feeding, not altogether out long, but feeding nowhere near as much. We'll see what happens when I go on it again. I'm fortunate that I can use the exact same rig. There's literally no difference in depth. If you notice when I'm laying it in on this one, I'm always going out to the right hand side. That's because it's going slightly deeper. So if I come right in front of me, it's probably about 6 or 8 inches deeper, but then, it's, just had a bubble on my ground bait out there. Might have to go out there in a bit, folks. So that's why I'm not fishing in front of me. Plus I've got a professional skyliner in V-shad as well. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm at a slight angle. Yeah, looking round, I wouldn't say anyone's getting like 1 or 2. They just seem to be, whether they're fishing pellets or corn or something for the skimmers, for the bigger fish. I'm not really seeing anyone loose feeding like I have been. But yeah, no, happy how it's going. Still getting a few bites. I'm going to get one more here, and then I'm going to go out long, see if we can catch some more skimmers. So I've fed it a couple of times out there through a catapult in the last sort of 20 minutes, just to keep fish interested. Look at that with the roach on the drop. But yeah, they're just that little bit bigger than before. It's probably 2 ounce. So I'm going to go out long on this time. Get some casters in short. I want to put ground bait in short, folks, but I don't know why. I don't know. I want to put some in. I think when I go out long now, and then when I come back short again, if I'm still catching them roach, and they put ground bait in. So I think it just attracts, you know, obviously the rod, and that in turn will attract the perch. I don't know. That's my way of thinking anyway. Let's see if we can catch a skimmer out here. Last time it was noticeable. Probably still a few roach out there. But it was noticeable last time I went. I had 2 and 2 puts. And nothing. I've not put any more ground bait in, so as I say, I'll put a lot in 3 big pots. Just to try and make some happen more than anything, you know what I mean? I don't think it's going to attract the carp or anything, or the F1s. I don't think they're feeding proper. Oh, what was a little dinky doing? Ooh, bigger roach, that'll be. See, one of them would be nice, wouldn't it, out there? Oh, it's a little baby skimmer. Well, I don't know what it is. It's one of them silvery things, Rich, with the big eyes. He's got big eyes! What is it, silver buoy? They're definitely coming over that ground bait. I'm not going to loose feed. It's a pommy, that's what it is, a pommy. Not a pimmy. A pimmy is someone who fishes here every weekend. And he catches on meat cock. That's a pimmy. That was a pommy. Is that what you're having, Rich? You having it's a pommy?
Yes.
Rich doesn't know. Rich would have it on his hook for a perch, wouldn't you, mate? But you see how I've like calmed down from before. I'm not loose feeding. Just feel your way into it, Matt. That's what it's been about today. Andy Dyson's got another big fish. Another skimmer. He's only short line at the minute. He is. He's not had loads of fish, but he's had quality fish. The lad on peg 33 has had some quality fish as well. And they just seem to be sitting and waiting. But as I say, whether they're fishing pellets or not, I don't know. You know, like tapping a few micros and fishing an expander. I can't do that, me folks, you know. I wouldn't be getting bites, don't I? Can't be doing that. I'll feed some magpies out there. Go on, the magpies. We're a bit cold, Richard. So, we are at 1:20, so it's over 2 hours left, and I'm going to put some more ground bait in because I've had 5 skimmers out long, but I can't get roach or anything, so I'm going to put another lot of ground bait in, decent sized bowl, maggots and pinkies, and I'm going to leave it sort of 15 minutes or so. And then I'm going to come back on that short line. A few people are starting to catch odd better bonus fish now, so I've got to try and make something happen out there. Instead of the roach. Still getting odd roach on that short line, but out long it's very slow. So, hopefully, I'm putting that in and just letting it settle a little bit. There'll be a few there. Like I say, like, there's no pattern to them skimmers at all out there, but 5, sort of 6 ounces, I suppose it are. They're worth catching when they rock up. Oh, sorry, we're going. Sorry, Rich. So, half an hour left. And I think I've most definitely ruined the long swim. I've tried it another, what have we gone, 3 goes in the last sort of hour. I'm not the bite on it. But we're still getting odd bites short. Nothing massive. I've had a little Charles though. I've had a Charlie the Crucian. and I've probably had a roach about 4 ounce, and then it's just been them little tiny ones, anything from like half an ounce to sort of 2 ounce, I suppose. Still getting bites, which is nice. Fish wise, Dyson's got double figures, he'll have £12, I would have thought. There's a lad on 33 caught well, and the lad on the MPEG on the island here, he's caught really well. They've caught all day, pretty much. I mean, don't be wrong, I've had bites pretty much all the day, but just can't blooming sort anything decent out. I think my normal gear, I'd have probably started off a little bit longer at 13, but I don't know whether it made a difference or not. I don't know, it's been bang on this gear, to be fair. Not any trouble whatsoever. Hook lengths wise, I don't think that's made a blind bit of difference. Fishing a little bit heavier than what I normally would, I'd probably be on like 08 or 09. You know, probably a bit of a fine wire hook, like a black camera 16s, but yeah, I don't think that's really made that much difference, to be fair. There's so many little babby roaching. But it's just trying to target them bigger fish, which I've been able to do. Yeah, that long swim's just died of death, really. Could have been the ground bait. I did put lots and lots of portions in. But as you can see, we're still getting bites, but they're so small. So small. Oh, stop it, bitches. I'm not embarrassed by my size, thank you. How dare you. Keep trying the positive rig, you know, get down straight down to them, but it's nowhere near as effective as this one through the water. Or, as Alan would say, through the water. Nowhere near as good. It's definitely been the best rig. But yeah, no, it's been a nice day's fishing all in all, really. Pretty much bite a chuck all day. Can't ask for more than that, can we? Be nice to get some pennies, but as it is, I definitely think them pair are out in front, because they just seem to, they're pretty much like me, caught all day every time I look up the swinging one in, but they have had some better fishes as well. Yeah, see, every now and again you get one like that and you wonder, why can't we get one of them every chuck? But we just can't. You know what I mean? We just can't do it. But, lovely day's fishing. I'm going for £8, 12 ounce I've got. Me and Rich worked it out before. We reckon like 100 fish is like an ounce a piece. It's like £6.15. And then I've got 10 ounce perch in like 4 ounce skimmers. You know what I mean? Yeah, Rich is happy with that. See, come on, the dumpy roach. It's like being on canal on punch this now. We've got 2 minutes left. He's bashed me up next peg. I bet he's had £10 last half an hour. You think they'd get bigger, wouldn't you? Come on, let's have 2. Come on, let's have 2. Oh. So at least I've not shrunk on my box. It's sort of like a little bit left-sided heavy, where I've shrunk on it a little tiny little bit. But you know what? I've right enjoyed that. As I said before, it just goes to show: get your feeding right, present the bait right, and then honestly, hopefully, I've just proved, you know, that you can sort of compete. Hopefully, I've not said it too quick, but no, I think we've done all right. You know what I mean? We're definitely, hopefully, top 5.
You're not last.
Definitely not last. 100%. I won't be last. Not unless there's an hole in my net. So yeah, top 5. But yeah, just goes to show you: present it, feed right, catch some fishes. Don't have to spend a fortune. Beach.
but you're not a million miles away there. 18, 19 pounds.
You on, you good at it, you, weren't you?
18, 10.
Put them back in there, please, Mel. Go on this second-hand gear. We've only gone and won, folks. Proper chuffed to bits. And again, it goes to show second-hand gear, honestly, if you understand the feeding and the presentation, that's what it's all about. I'm over the moon. So we've had £18.10. There's been a £16.7. A £16 one, a £15, so it's fished really well. You know, I think worst weight's like £4, but even that, you know, it's a day's fishing, it's like loads of bites. No, proper enjoyed it. Box wise, you'll probably notice, I've got to mention this morning actually, what I've done, I had a box from like years and years ago that actually fitted onto it with the clips, an old leader box, and I've had to hire it. If you remember from the original challenge with Jay, I was like proper sinking, and I've been sinking a little bit to my left today. There's not a chance that I'd have been able to walk after the match if I'd have fished it that low. My legs would have been up here somewhere. So all I've done, I've added to it, but I'm going to leave that, you know, as part of the setup. I've got like a little draw system as well that, you know, you can have that as well. But all in all, no, it's been absolutely fantastic. Bite took all day. What more do you want? It's been freezing cold. Obviously, we've changed the elastics as well in the top kits. I've had to put like a sensible one through because I had blooming 15s elastic through in that. And I think the lightest line I had from the original time was like 0.15. So gone and got some more up them. So it's proper done me head in that I've caught, to be fair, on 011 and an 18's F1 hook, F1 pellet hook. I'd have been myself, I'd have been on like a 08 or 09 and a 16's black camera or something, but it just shows you feeding right, presentation right, don't make a blind bit of difference. So yeah, proper loved it. Don't spend a fortune on gear, and you know, you could all go out and have a fantastic session like I have today. Get in the tokens. Oh, actually, we're unbeaten in 2022 still. So I've fished 3 matches. We've only gone and won all 3. Imagine we went all year unbeaten. That's the record. Come on! Oh, go on, the crewies. These are allowed, aren't they? Crewies allowed.
On F1.
Crewie.
Yeah, they're allowed.
Yeah, boy. Go on, the crewies.